So I arrived in Almaty actually. I arrived this morning like very early. First of all, when I arrived, there were like a taxi, and the taxi just brought me. Like I paid the taxi like almost like 50 euro. Because like I wasn't aware of exactly like the conversion with euro, so like I got robbed. Oh my goodness. I mean, not robbed, like more scammed, but like at the beginning they wanted me to pay like almost 100 euro. Like I said no, you serious? Like no, I don't want to pay like that much. But like I thought it was 50 euro and I was dividing by 2, so 20. So 20 is like okay. So I thought it was okay. Like I thought it was like okay, I'm going to be like fine with it. But then like I was in the hostel and then I realized the scam, like the big scam. But I said okay, like one time but not twice. Like next time, like I just not going to be, because I just like didn't know them. Like they were already in the airport, and in the airport like they told me like yeah, come with us and blah blah blah. And then they told me like yeah, it's only 2 euro, it's only 2 euro, so $2, and I was like okay, $2, okay. I knew that there would be probably a scam, but like I was okay, I don't care about it. If it is like a little bit more, I would pay it, but like I wasn't expecting everything. Like it was bullshit, but whatever. So right now I am like in the museum, and it's the museum, like it's the central museum of the state of Kazakhstan, something like this. I don't know, the translation is weird, but it's all about like the culture of this country and the traditions. Like there is a lot of clothes, objects that they were using before. So yeah, it's very traditional and stuff, and I like it. So like for example, this carpet behind me is like very beautiful. I just went to that museum and like it was great, because like I really was expecting, like, you know, in Ukraine I've been to some museum, they were like very poor, let's be honest with that. So I was really like surprised. I thought that like it would be also the same, but actually no, there were like a lot of interesting stuff about the culture. Really, I like it. Like also like a lot about diplomacy and stuff, like their relation with like other countries. So I think that it was like very interesting. There was some stuff about the metro, for example, that was really interesting. And I was filming, and while I was filming, like the ladies, like the watchers, just told me like, oh, it's forbidden to film, blah blah blah, but I still have like the footage, so I don't care. Then there were also like some interesting part about like the independence and all the process of the independence, which is like still going on technically. Like still in 2010 they were doing some stuff, but like I couldn't read it because like they closed the door, they closed the room where there was this at this time, because like it's almost 6, so like they are closing it. That's a little bit sad, but like it's okay. I mean, I've seen most of the part. Like you can have like a picture of how Kazakh were looking like centuries ago, and it was not expensive. It was like €1.30, something like this. Not even, like it was really not expensive at all. It was really cheap. But knowing to the fact that, I don't know if I said that already, but I've been robbed by a taxi when I arrived. Yeah, I said it. So yeah, it was like not very cool. But like the worst part was that I knew about this taxi, that it was not a great taxi, but yeah, whatever. I didn't, like, I don't know, it happened almost the same in Ukraine, that a taxi like just brought me and like asked me to pay like a lot. but this time it was really a lot. Like they almost asked me to pay like 90 euro for something, and I said, what? No, what the fuck? No, it's not possible. So I paid a half of it. Only it's ridiculous, but like I didn't want to get any trouble, so like I did like, okay, I don't care. But I thought it was 20 euro, but like in my head I was not calculating properly. So in the end I don't care, like I don't care, like really, like but I tried to negotiate 20 euro, but like since I didn't know the conversion like really good, in the end it was like still like 46 euro like for a taxi, like for 20 kilometers. Okay, in Paris it would be okay, but like where I'm not in Paris, so, and even in Paris it would be like quite a lot, to be honest. It should cost only 6 euro, not even more. So like that's why it's very 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 bad that in the end I paid so much. But now I paid like I download like an app, so like I will use the app. It's like a sort of concurrent of Uber, and it works a lot here. So it's Yandex, I think. So yeah, so I will use that, and I think it's better. I think it's will be like way much more effective if I want to go to a place or another. Otherwise, like the general vibe that I get like from 2 days is that here it's like still like in development. There is not a lot of public transportation and everything. Like I mean there are, but like they are not like well indicated for tourists and stuff. So yeah, it's not a very touristical city. Even though there are tourists, it's not that much touristical. And I like it in a way because I really wanted to get my head out of Europe for like 1 week. So that's great. And plus like I get what I wanted, what I asked for, because like really people don't speak much English here, so that's very great. So yeah, so for tonight I'm going to meet a couch surfer. Like I don't do couch surfing, but still like some people, to meet some people it's still great, because some of them, like tomorrow I will go for example with to the canyon, like Charny or something like this. And it's a great place. It's a bit expensive to go there. I think it's like 36 euro because it's the week. During the week it's more expensive. Like during the weekend it would have cost like 20, 15 euro, but like since during the week apparently there is not so much things. But anyway, I'm not even like ordering like that. That's German people who are doing this, so I will be with German people, and I think it's great. I will speak German there with them. So, hi, I'm going to the canyon today, like to Sharan Canyon, something like this. I don't know the name by heart, sorry. But yeah, like just before leaving, the receptionist of my hotel like just told me something in Russian, and like we had like a small conversation in Russian, and she told me like that was the cutest conversation on earth. And she told me like, Jack, are you leaving? And I said like, no, I'm not leaving. I just я иду в canyon. But I said like, but я обратно вечером. And she told me like, super, no. And she asked me like, are you going there like alone? And I said like, no, with с немечками. But anyway, like I need to run to the metro, because really like if I'm late I will miss the canyon, so there will be no canyon for Jack. Yeah, na żal. So yeah, see you, ciao.
Let me tell you something about the way she moves, yeah. Could bring a snowflake in June. Ice. She don't see me act a fool, and never playing by the rules, no. She wanna take you down. I'ma take you. We ride through this town all alone. I go.
Who wants to try to make it drop and jump on this stone? Let's just try, so the country will remember me.
But on some real shit, you a queen, and I know I never tell you that. So just listen when I tell you hi. Wanna spend the rest of my life? Nah, well maybe not that much time with you. In the middle.
В 11 приехал я, вот час 15 выехал. Я поворот-то вот этот проехал, блин. Ты мне сказал, где
He has the same
Васильев,
tattoo than my father.
Васильев направо.
I want to send this to my sister. The guy who like transport us like just was like a little bit crazy. Didn't want to make an effort to stay a little bit longer. Like he only like allowed us like to be there like for 1.5 hours. But like we negotiated a little bit, so we could stay there like a few minutes more. The time to do like a bit more things than what we could. And then like also was like the opportunity to see like the nature and everything, and I think it was like a really great looking and completely different. Like it's the first time in my life I think I'm going to that I take a road for like hours where there are some parts where there is like nothing at all. It feels like not real, like really not real. I don't know what I'm going to do like next. I think I'm going to be like to the Almaty lake, but like the quality of the road like was terrible, like really terrible. Like sometimes it was new and it was okay, but like sometimes it was like not really great at all. Я сижу, потому что я устал. Like that guy took the wrong road. He took the wrong road. Like we have to tell him like which road he had to take to like lead us to the right place. Like that was very annoying and inconvenient. Like how you don't know the road? Like he was saying like, yeah, but the road are new and stuff. Yeah, but like who are you? Like you never, I think he never done that before actually. I think that was not his job. That's also like what is very like tricky there, because like I think that you don't really need to do a job to do a service there. Like, you know, there's some official things, but that also like less official things. Like they do it, they don't care if they are allowed to do it or not. They just do it. And yeah, but that was also like a great opportunity to meet like other like backpacker, and yeah, I mean there was like a girl from Germany, and there were like another girl from Australia, and they were nice people. What I'm going to do now is just that I'm going to the hostel, because like it would be great that I have the internet, because you know yesterday like there were like an electrical blackout in the hotel, which meant that I didn't have anything to like have internet and Wi-Fi. And the worst, it was that I couldn't even charge the phone. So like I was like afraid, because like if my phone die, like I won't be able to turn it on, because basically I just don't know my pin because it's a new phone, so I just don't know the pin. So if yeah, everything goes wrong, like I will have to remove the SIM card.
The next station is Almaty.
So yeah, I have like sunglasses, I know. This is weird. So like this morning I was in the green market, like I just went there like 10 minutes and stuff, because I didn't really want to buy like anything. But it was great, like it was very traditional and stuff, like it was really like ingredients like really from Kazakhstan and other places nearby in Central Asia. Now I'm going to Big Almaty Lake, so let's just check this out like now. I also forgot to mention one thing which is like quite crazy, is the fact that I booked an hostel, and so this is like I don't know, weird that they still didn't ask me to pay. Like basically they just blanked actually. I think they just forgot to ask me, and now I just have like one night to sleep there, and I sleep there like 5 days, 5 nights, even more I think, and they forgot, and I still didn't pay in the end. Like I already, like this is something that could never happen in Europe, I think. super beautiful, super beautiful. Not the best moment on earth to be on on a mountain. It's like an Oregon or something like this. A storm, like a huge storm. I'm going to try to make a round, but then I think I'm done because it's terrible. The weather is terrible, really, but I enjoy it. It's a good place, but like it's a bit touristical, and so the people here are a little bit like stressed out. For example, like to go in the car cable, like the guy was like, "Oh, you were there like after us, so like don't get in the car because it's our moment to be in the car." And what? It's okay, like we were waiting for 2 minutes, like it's not like you've been waiting an hour, like come on. And plus like we could have been together in the car cable, like there is no, people were like stressed out. This is like fucking tourists, but like the tourists that's are really stupid. I am a tourist but an intelligent one. Let's go over there, let's go to this tower over here. Really tried hard to find like the way to get closer to the tower over there, like this tower. But I think that there is really no way actually, because I'm not sure actually it's open for tourists to go at the foot of the tower. It's a nice place, like it's a nice things to do. I think I recommend technically, because really I would have been disappointed not to have been there. But yeah, I mean it's a bit stormy right now, so like I cannot enjoy it like the same way it would be sunny, for example. I think I'm not allowed actually to go on the no, I'm not allowed to go on the grasses. Yeah, I mean I'm going probably to eat something here, because yeah, so then I go back to the hostel directly, and then I leave. So yeah, this was like October. I like the tower. It's actually almost the same than in Berlin. The size and everything is almost the same, and even like the look is like quite similar actually. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be back in Berlin. No, I don't want to go back to work actually. I even want to quit. But yeah, I mean, let's see. If I quit, I will have to find another job then. So yeah, let's get back to Istanbul first. So I'm going to do like another vlog there, but it's not the end of this vlog so far. Like I'm probably going to, on my way back to the hostel, to vlog a little again. I'm just going to eat right now. That's it. Then I will explain a little bit more about like the general, because I was not like really explaining on the spot, so I'm going to explain like a few things that I've learned from Kazakhstan, and what I recommend also a bit, you know, this part of the vlog at the end that I do all the time. It's raining, but anyway, it's beautiful. I've just like, yeah, seen October. It was like great, interesting. Because it has like a great view basically, but otherwise it was just like an amusement park and that's it. So I was not much interested. If I wouldn't have seen it, I would just have missed a good view of the city and that's it. I also just eaten like a hamburger and stuff, but it's also because like there were only this, like it was a fucking touristical place, so like there were like nothing to do much to eat a burger. But it's been a while I haven't eaten something like this because usually I just don't like those kind of things, so I should have like a sort of thing to maintain the camera. Yeah, the metro is here. So I'm taking the metro and then I go to my hostel and prepare my departure. What to think about like Kazakhstan? Like this is like crazy because I don't think I can like think something like very elaborated since I'm here for like only 1 week. And I couldn't see everything, obviously. I actually like the country a lot. I was actually like very happy about the fact that I could like a little bit like speak with the locals a little bit, even though it was not a lot. It was basical, but I could already like understand a little bit things, and it was already like a little bit better than when I was in Ukraine. This is definitely like a cool place, like Kazakhstan, a cool country. Like people are well dressed, to be honest. The culture is interesting because especially now like there is like the election and like there were like a lot of I don't know, debate and stuff, so you can see in the street that there is like a sort of energy, but if you would see that from outside maybe it would feel like, oh my god, it's the revolution and everything, but it's maybe not like that much to be honest. Also one other thing is like people speak like mainly Russian here, like mainly Russian. I've heard like some people speaking Kazakh, but not that much. Like it was more like mainly Russian. But everything is written in Kazakh, like everything. But there isn't all the time like subtitles in Russian. How to describe Kazakhstan? Like technically it's a bit borderline because like it's a bit in between like a modern country and developed country, because like they really have like they really emphasize a lot on technology in general. Like there's a lot of places where you can pay with your phone, with your credit card, which is not the case in Germany, to be honest. Here it's really like modern in that sense, and there is a lot of things that are modern. Almaty, Astana, from what I've seen, really trying to make like, oh fuck. It was like an insect. And yeah, so they really try to be modern, but at the same time like it's still like a Soviet country, post-Soviet country with not much resource, not a lot of money. So you can definitely, I'm sorry for like me being in the dark, but yeah, you can definitely feel that there's still a lot of work to do. Like yeah, it's still like infrastructure mainly, that's the biggest point. Like there's a lot of work to do. There's also still a lot of corruption, I would say. There's a lot of work to do in those directions, definitely. But definitely what stands out here from this travel and what I learned is because it is my first travel actually like out of Europe, really like out of European culture and stuff. It's a bit of an Asiatic country and that's really new for me, because like I don't know, I was expecting it somehow to be like a little bit more near from Russia, and that there would be like more Russian people like with this ethnicity like and background. So this is definitely something that a little bit surprised me. I haven't expected more people like this. Maybe the north of the country is a little bit different, but here at least in Almaty like there is a lot of Asiatic looking people. So yeah, but I met a lot of people, a lot. Like I met like one person from couch surfing that was Kazakh, one German girl, an Australian girl, and then one American from Boston. Also like a girl that was also half English from England. Half British and half Kazakh. I mean, it's not that she was half British and half Kazakh. It's more the fact that she grew up in Britain, in Great Britain. Anyway, I need to do like more research, to be honest, about Kazakhstan and post-Soviet countries in general, and also just the Soviet Union. Like I need to find out more things. Because, for example, I learned a little bit about the politics. I didn't know but nothing about even the president before coming here. I mean, I knew a little bit, but not much. And here I basically learned. I learned that there were president for 30 years. You a bit know what does it mean, but it was okay apparently. Like apparently it did very good thing for the country. It really had like a plan for Kazakhstan. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know much about it, so I cannot really like argue about it. I cannot like really like discuss this person. The thing is that it just resigned. So now they are trying to make elections. I mean, they did an election, and that's why like a lot of people trying to express their political opinion, and this is not a common thing in Kazakhstan, so it wasn't very good. Like to be honest, like they blocked WhatsApp, for example. Blocking WhatsApp is a bit like it's not really a thing to do, I would say, if you want to be very democratic. Instagram as well. Instagram was blocked. Like I'm not sure it was 100% blocked, but I just couldn't go on it at the same time as WhatsApp, so I'm not sure, but I would say that it was blocked also. As a European guy, a French guy, it's the first time I experienced this. I remember that in Ukraine it was the same with contact. So yeah, basically like I won't be able to like see everything from Kazakhstan for this time. It's very an interesting country, and I really hope like one day I will be able to have free time to do like a road trip or whatever for 2, 3, 4 weeks. And yeah, but I have other priorities. I think I really want to like see Russia. I want to even see like other part of the world at some point, but still it was very an interesting country. I'm going to make some research about it because I know that I want to understand better what I've seen. So I think that's it. Like just tell me in the comments like maybe places that you would recommend me to go. Also, if you have questions about things that I've seen and wasn't clear, just write in the comment what you thought about the vlog. And basically, if you have also like suggestions to make like better vlogs or whatever, just tell me. I think I'm just going to see you in Istanbul now for my second layover in the city, and then I go back to Berlin, and that's it. Yeah, leave a thumbs up, and yeah, show that you like the videos in general that I do, and yeah. I only slept 1 hour. That's terrible. Let's go to Istanbul.